What is the scariest thing you've come across on the internet? That one video where the car was driving down that mountain road, and you had to pay close attention, and then it turned out to be a screamer. The girls that tried to appease Slender Man by killing their friend. The friend didn't die. She actually recovered, and is perfectly fine now. Here's a news article from last year, where she spoke out about it. Link in description. I remembered differently, so that's good to know. It's crazy that someone can be stabbed 19 times, and survive and safely recover. Truly a miracle. I fucking guarantee though, that she'll never really be the same again. I was in my early teens, when I learned what a crushing fetish is. Women crush eggs and light bulbs and stuff under their feet or ass, and it confused me. How can this turn people on? So I searched for more of it to try to unravel the mystery, and found that certain sick fucks out there don't stop at eggs and light bulbs. There was a video of a kitten being crushed under this lady's high heel. I didn't go on the internet for a few days after that. I remember that. I think she was Chinese or Taiwanese and people tried tracking her down. I don't remember what happened, but I'd like to think she was arrested, and is still in jail. Probably not though. I hear she had to go into hiding after the constant harassment. Video of two teenage boys driving to a girl's home whom they planned to murder. It also has video of them after they did it. They are way too excited about murder. I've seen videos of people straight up dying. That is not as scary as that video. If you're talking about the Cassie Joe Stoddard case, that is the most disturbing thing I've ever seen. The way he says "we just killed Cassie" sends chills up my spine. For sheer stomach churning gore, a hand degloved by an industrial pepper shredder. It was sort of satisfying in its uniformity and neatness, mechanical precision and all that. For sheer existential terror, a short video of a boy dying of rabies. He's delirious and sick, and it's just sad. But then for a second or two he locks eyes with the camera, and snarls in a perfectly, quintessentially animalistic way, and you realize how easy it is to lose yourself and become other, to become reduced to just base instinct and bodily functions with no you left. Yeah, rabies is a splashy version of that. But I think a lot of old age illnesses, how we are all increasingly more likely to die, isn't so different. And the ultimately terrifying thing is, that it's also much worse to watch that, and know we are potentially next than to live through it. Well, all that was a jolly good read. Thanks for the existential dread, kind stranger. Easily, without question, the videos ISIS kept shoving online when they were expanding across the Middle East. What made them scary and downright disturbing was that it was happening now. Some of these people were living normal lives in Europe or Turkey or the US just months earlier, and now here they are, literally butchering people with a smile on their face for all the world to see. It happened then. It can happen again. In a way, I'm glad we live on a world where this is horrific. It wasn't that long ago we didn't feel that way. Pro-Anna forums where mostly teen girls encourage each other to starve to death. Took me a minute of wondering who is Anna, and why does she want this to happen to these poor girls. I think following P means pro-anorexia. Mexican cartel members shooting two restrained guys at point blank, then cutting their heads off with a machete. People being brutally tortured was pretty fucked up. Are you talking about Red Rooms? Saw a beheading of this woman on Facebook when I was like 14. The guy used a machete, and it took several slices. Shit fucked me up hard. Yeah, me too, and I saw the eyes still moving after the head was chopped off. It was crazy. Yeah, I'm done with this thread now. Thanks. That fucking video of a brick flying through a windshield and killing the mother in the passenger seat. There's no gore, but the reactions of the husband and daughter will stick with me forever. Of all the messed up and terrifying shit on this post, this one I just can't bear. I've not seen the video, but I can just imagine, and that's enough. I feel like I'm about to throw up. I can't. The guy who jumped off the train onto the platform, then got chopped in half as he crashed into a sign. Let her rip. A video of some guy committing suicide by jumping off the roof and then falling on some weird pole thing in a way that caused it to go up his ass. Oh yeah, I saw this one. Fell on a bollard, I think they're called. Worst part is he lives for at least a few minutes afterward. That's so fucked. When I was much younger, 6 or 7, my friends and I googled poo poo pee pee and actually stumbled across a golden shower site. We were all both horrified and very confused. Elaborate on golden shower site. Never heard of them. pouring molten metal on people and watching as their skin melts down to the muscle, then the bone. As you can imagine, they're wails of pure agony until their nerves finally disintegrate, and they turn into a pile of sludge, and slowly hardening gold will stick with you until you die. JK, it's peeing on people. You had me in the first half. I was honestly shook. Well, wait until you see someone peeing on people. Not necessarily scary, but creepy, was some website with in-depth tutorials on suicide. I think the best option, meaning quickest and least painful, was an exit bag. Then it showed how to make it and follow through. What's an exit bag? A method of suicide, where you have your head in a bag full of an inert gas like helium. Morg's YouTube channel. I was younger when I read this, but the bend round creepypasta freaked me out. Also the Squidward suicide creepypasta that was referenced in a recent SpongeBob episode. What do you mean it was referenced in a recent SpongeBob episode? What did they say? What episode? Also, that video still terrifies me. Squidward suicide is now canon. Happy Cake Day. Those Spotify ads that jump out of nowhere and seem louder than the song itself, that shit makes me jump every time. A human fell onto active power lines, was electrocuted to death, and was decapitated. This post. I think I'll have to agree. Live leak. Dude got cut up by a chainsaw while he was still alive. The whole Jeff the Killer thing was pretty scary to me when I was younger. I thought the story was cringy and overly edgy even as a kid, but his face scared the shit out of me whenever it popped up. Junko Furuta's Wikipedia page. It may be gone from my browsing history, but never from my mind. There's people reading this who are thinking, I wonder who Junko Furuta is. All I can say is, don't. Fuck me, I wish I listened to you. The story of Junko Furuta. No link for this one. If you want to find it, you can on Wikipedia, but I refuse to get back on the page to grab the link. Approximately 100 people knew about Furuta's captivity, but either neglected to report it or themselves participated in the torture and murder. Camera app. Edit. Wasn't expecting so many upvotes and in a Woodle Mayo. Someone getting their head blown off by a shotgun. Blue waffles. Don't be fooled by the innocent sounding name. It's just as nasty as everything else in this thread. Do yourself a favor and don't look it up. I don't wanna look it up, so what is it? It's a shock image that was passed around as a prank in the early mid-2000s. It's a close-up at nasty, discolored, badly infected vagina. 8. Imma head out. We had a forensic psychology class, and we had presentations. One of the presenters showed a video from YouTube of an active shooter coming in, and the people were under a table, and no matter how much they begged for their lives he still shot them. Might not seem like much in this day and age to watch that, but knowing it was real, it made me feel like I was there, trapped, and knowing that nothing I'd do or say would save me, and it got so bad I actually ran out of the classroom. This is why most people don't teach this in active shooter situations anymore. When I was in school I remember being told to lock the doors and try and hide. All that does is put everyone in one place. Especially bad if the shooter is familiar with the area. Now, most people teach the run, hide, fight method, which in my opinion is a much better idea. Envious of the people who didn't have friends that showed them gore shit from 4chan under the premise of this is hilarious. Friends. Boy, that's fucked. 2 guys being cut up by a cartel while still alive. That was too much for me.